Let's do it. Welcome to JFA with your host, Raymond. Man, I called Miss Cindy up. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to fix her for dinner tonight. She said she wanted soup. So I sent her some suggestions. She picked up. She wanted some artichoke spinach soup. And we're going to get busy after this right here. And we're going to see how this turned out. I wish we had a little more time because then I would have smoked these for full artichokes on the grill. Then we would have made a soup. I think that would be better. But we're going to start with this right here tonight. It's going to have spinach, carrots, onions, celery. We're going to take our chicken, our Costco's chicken breast. We're going to take it, season it up, and we're going to fry it first. And then we're going to take and make our soup over there. We're not going to use chicken broth. We're going to use beef bouillon. And hopefully we won't overpower it. But we're also going to have some naan bread to go with it. Y'all stay tuned and let's see how we do. All right. We're going to take and make up our seasoning. I diced up our chicken into little cubes. We're going to take and make our seasoning up. I'm going to put it in my coffee grinder. I'm going to grind it all together. And then I'm going to season our chicken and use what's left over for our soup. So I was rosemary. This is Italian seasoning. And I'm going to use the garlic. Y'all know how we do on garlic. Miss Cindy likes it. Salt and black pepper. And I grind all this. Oh, don't let me forget the onion. Onion powder. I almost forgot that. Trying to cook and trying to talk and trying to remember everything I'm supposed to be doing at the same time. It sure doesn't make it easy. Alright. Drop all that in. All right. There you go. You find out that you end up with something finer than pepper. All right. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. Let's get a fork. So let's turn that around. All right. We have our bacon grease from last night. So there we go. Let's season that around. Stir it up. There we go. A little more. All right. Now, we didn't add a lot of salt to it. And chicken really does need salt. So we're going to add just a little bit more. And we're going to stir it around some more. Make sure we get it all stirred up good. But chicken always needs plenty of salt. Personally, I think salt is my friend. I think if people got away from eating iodine salt, they'd be healthier. All right. There we go. We got her all good and mixed up. Let's drop it off. All right. Let's start with our Holy Trinity. Y'all know how that works. Right there, we can get it on in there with the chicken. Pull them both out and start our base in for our soup. And yes, I washed everything after I did the chicken in the bowl. So just to make sure that we all on the same playing field. I didn't figure y'all need to see me wash dishes though. But put it in a request. I don't mind. It helps if the knife actually strikes it, Raymond. There we go. All right. All right. Some carrot. Trim it up. Right to hurry up and get this on in there. Bitch. Oh, damn. Well, that's that. As far as we're going with that one. That was all we needed though. Alright, cool. Get this all put in here. Now we're fixing to drop this in there on our chicken right now. Go ahead and let it cook a little bit too. It definitely wouldn't hurt for it to sit in here. Oh yeah. We are looking awesome, and we got 5 minutes left on the timer. So I'm moving along pretty well. Damn, not bad for an old timer. Alright, pick all that stuff up, that's in there. It's still clean. Okay, that's that. Okay, that's for all this. We don't have that seasoned though, but we're waiting now. Let's saute the vegetables in. We're done. Let me get a bowl to put that in. You always want to get a bigger bowl than what you think you need. Always. Rule of thumb. Right. Well, it's smelling awesome. Those onions, they're fixing to soak that up. Yep. We are on. Hell, I could have put a little more seasoning. Boy, that smells so good, though, the way it was. All right. Well, all right. Our time went off on our air fryer. Our chicken and our Holy Trinity is done. We're going to turn on the saute on it again on high and throw some garlic in there and let it roast real quick, and then we're going to drop the juice from the hearts in it. So y'all stay tuned. I'm working, and this is what I'm working with. So y'all hold on, I'm after it. All right, I got our chicken out of the air cooker. Now I'm going to I got it on saute. Now I'm going to drop 2 teaspoons of minced garlic in there. I need to put some on my list to go grocery shopping with, because I'm about out. I use it about every night. Okay. Now we got that in there. We're going to let that brown up, start cooking, and then we're going to add our hearts. Mom will go ahead and add a little salt in here in the bottom. Let it get to melting too. Ain't no need in being shy with this rig. Oh, come on, Raymond. You got to have it on before it works. There's something about that. Good reason why I wasn't hearing it. Like you, that thing picks up pretty quick. Now, also, this is just the grease from our bacon last night when we cooked up. Well, wasn't our bacon? We had pork belly last night. So this is some of the grease off of that pork belly, which is awful fine grease to be using in a soup. That's kind of like when you can get. All right, now we starting to get that garlic smell. Here we go. We're fixing to get after it. We're gonna put our beef broth in there, bouillon, and then we're gonna drop that sauce, that heart that I drained out from the can, that artichoke heart, and then we're gonna add 5 cups of hot water to it. Two cups of hot water. There we go. Oh yeah, now we starting to turn. It's amazing how garlic gets though. But when it first starts cooking, it's not that fragrant. But boy, when it starts really rolling, it starts smelling really good. All right, let's start adding a little bit of our seasonings because we want them to cook just a hair. Our garlic's almost ready to be done. Now we're gonna put a full teaspoon in there. All we're doing is trying to add some depth. We're not adding no, we can add probably a little bit of this. Oh, we need to come on. All right. Start that around real quick. There we go. Shut it off. Yep. Now, there we are. Turn it back on. Yeah, when it starts coming up the heat, it comes. And we too lazy to want to burn anything. All right, let's get that hot water in there. And then we're going to start making our sauce. Well, our soup. Sauce, soup, ain't much difference. We're going to be using some cream cheese in there. We're going to be using heavy whipping cream. Plenty of all of our favorite seasonings. And chicken too. Well, sauce, soup, sounds good. Now hold tight. I'm working that way. Our sauce has been making. The garlic is cooked down. It all smelling about right. We're going to add our lemon to it now. To go ahead, and then we're going to add our chicken and our onions and celery. Our Holy Trinity. There we go. I'll get it out in a minute. Oof. All right. That was our lemon. Now let's drop this in. There we go. Wow, that's looking good there. Wow, lemon smells so good in it. Make sure we get it all out. That was it. Alright, put that in there, put this over here, put this in the sink. We'll be done with this in a minute. Here we go. Dry our hands. Alright. Now it is time. We're going to start adding all of our good stuff. We're going to add our cheeses. We're going to add that's good. We're going to add our spinach. We're fixing to get started. We're going to add our cream. Man. Parmesan rind. I'm going to cut it up into thin slivers or spots. Then we're going to dice it up the best we can. And it gives it a little more earthy flavor, maybe. I would describe it as. But I think it's going to be good. Alright. There's the rind. That's what we're doing it with right there. That was the rind. Let's put that on in there, because it takes a while to melt that. See, don't give that up easy. So we didn't add a lot to it neither. Alright. We are cooking along. Now we're going to add our spinach, and then we're going to add our cheeses. I want to taste it before we put the cheese in it, because once we start adding that stuff, you want to come taste it?
Looks like you need some more liquid, huh? Oh, that's good.
And we've done our naan bread for a minute and 15 on each side. As you can see, it's all done. We get this naan bread at Costco's. I know you were surprised, but hey, it's where I shop. It's where I enjoy shopping. All right, me and Miss Cindy went ahead and took the time. We went ahead and started making our plates. There you go. She's going to take pictures of it now, and let's see how they look. I'm going to have a cerveza. I'm off the clock now. I need to turn off that. And we're glad y'all watched. Hope y'all are having a blessed night. Next time, I'm going to try to do the best of somebody better, and hopefully it'll work out. Y'all have a blessed night.